What's up? I'm coming at you from a property called New Beginnings. It's a two-story home made out of stone and wood, and it's a truly magical space. And myself and Matthew arrived at this location probably just over a week ago in a community called San Marcos in Guatemala, on a place called Lake Atitlan. There's this big lake surrounded by volcanoes, and we had come to another village on the other side of the lake for a New Year's festival called Cosmic Convergence. And Matthew's a friend of mine that we've been hanging out together in Mexico, and we are working on quite a few projects together. We came to this festival. It was truly magical. There's another vlog coming where I unpack just some of the intention that went into the festival and some of the people that I connected with and some of the lessons that I had as a function of being at the festival. But after that, we arrived in San Marcos, and the festival had already put me on quite a big positive and fulfilling buzz of just having a real clarity of things that I want to have in my life in this coming year. And we left there and we arrived in San Marcos, and that feeling has just continued as Matthew and I arrived at this location because there was nothing else available on the in this town of San Marcos, because a whole lot of people from the festival had come here, and it's a really small community. Only 1,500 people live in the whole community of San Marcos, and it's an interesting mix between a local Mayan community that existed here and the influx of some gringo white faces that are bringing money and opportunity and also some challenges into this community. And it's beautiful. It's a really amazing place to be, and there's some really amazing people here that are doing some really amazing stuff. So we arrive here, there's no space. Matthew and I very intentionally write down exactly what we want from a space for our time while we're in San Marcos, thinking that we're just going to be here for a couple of days. And we write down a space that's got good views of the volcanoes, good internet, clean, where we could get some work done, and we wanted to pay the right price. And that's what we wrote down. And we then sent one message to somebody that I'd met the last time I was in Guatemala, and she lives in San Marcos, and she connected us with this place. And in the last week, we have pretty much agreed that we're not leaving this place. We found out when we arrived here that the owner is looking to potentially sell at some point in the future, and she's just been looking for the right buyer. We had a really amazing connection with her, the woman who owns this place, who is an ayahuasca shaman who does a lot of plant medicine and healing work in this house. And it feels like she's energetically outgrown this space, but it feels like the place where myself and Matt and our community can grow into. And it's really been just the most incredible week of spending time talking about what we could potentially do with this place and in this environment. Matt and I had already considered potentially signing a long-term lease back in Oaxaca City and creating a space where we could work and connect with other artists and other people creating content to be able to leverage what we're doing and share resources like recording studios and good internet connection and stuff, and just collab with people and get good work done with cool people. And that was our plan. We documented exactly what we wanted there in that space in Oaxaca, and we were going to go back there in about March sometime after some travel. But when we arrived here, it's as though this space came to us. It was ridiculous. Like, there's just so much possibility here than is even more than we could possibly have imagined out of the space that we were thinking about to create in Oaxaca. And we've been talking very seriously to the owner about the possibility of potentially acquiring this space, and it's fucking amazing. It's just so cool, and it's just so amazing how it's all flowed. It's only been a week that we've been here, but we're not going anywhere for a while, and barring something really drastic happening, I don't see this not coming to fruition in exactly the way that it feels like it needs to. And it's really, really cool. So yeah, we're in an amazing community. Some of the stuff that you can do and we have access to in this property is like a space to be able to host retreats and yoga, and to be able to bring other people to do their retreats and yoga in our space. And a lot of people in this community are doing healing works, ceremonies with plant medicine and lots of other stuff, meditation, sound healing. And we could potentially collaborate with those people in this space. We are also planning to create a soundproof studio where we can create video and audio content to be able to produce content both for our own work that we're doing around the Immaculate Factory, Matt for his car shipping business, for all the projects that I'm involved in around education and technology, and just to be able to have a space where we can sit down, create good content, upload it to our team of people that we're busy employing to help us grow the projects that we're working on. This space is amazing, and once we create that space, we can potentially get other people in the community to come and use the space, rent the space, collab, whatever we're going to do. So that's pretty rad. The lake is beautiful. It's surrounded by volcanoes. From our back door, we can literally run into the mountains from there, up this massive volcanic mountain. There's mountain trails everywhere. Stand-up paddleboard on the lake. Yoga in any one of a number of beautiful locations around here, including our own space. This is my room at the moment that I have the privilege of living in, and Matt got the raw deal initially, but we're going to pimp his space at some point in the future. But yeah, it's this wooden house with this amazing view right here. I'm going to just jump behind the camera and see that you can see what this looks like, but there's a view directly out to the volcano, and those doors actually, they open wide up, and yeah, I've got the chance to do yoga right here. The bathrooms are a bit of a fuck up. I'll do a full tour of exactly what this place is about, but yeah, I'll just open this window quick and show you. This is the view just directly out up into the mountains and the up into the mountains, and the volcanoes and tripod issues behind us. So yeah, the space is amazing. I just wanted to give you an update. We had initially thought that I was going to be documenting the process of what it feels like to look for and find a place in Oaxaca City, because that was really what I thought we were going to be doing. But it looks like that project's been replaced by this one, and we're going to be documenting a slightly different journey as we take on the project of taking over this beautiful space, which I can just feel is just a couple of formalities away from becoming a complete and utter reality, and it feels pretty magical. And I can't wait to share this journey of what we're going to do in this space that's currently called New Beginnings, owned by a magical woman called Edith, who I'm sure we're going to interview and connect with at some point. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to sharing more video content in 2019, and peace and love from San Marcos in Lake Atitlan, Guatemala. Boom!